The universe is guiding you. It's always giving you signs. The reason that you're not seeing them is due to fear. Oftentimes, for a lot of people, we are comfortable or feel attached to the way that our lives currently are. The friends we have, maybe the family that we have, the job we have. And to lose those things might be threatening, might be scary, destabilizing. And so there is a fear that if we follow our intuition, which may tell us to go in a new direction, that we might lose the things that have kept us feeling comfortable and maybe feeling small and just feeling contained in a certain way. Oftentimes, if we resist this call of the universe, it can start to feel like anxiety, fear, even paranoia, because we're noticing the messages, but we don't want to actually hear them. So we do kind of put up a wall. And yet the messages are still there, but now they're being kind of warped through our own little filter of fear, anxiety, paranoia. It's as if that information we're receiving is almost more real than the thoughts we're trying to convince ourselves of. Oh, yes, this is the right job for me. Oh, yes, my relationship is fine. Oh, yes, everything's totally fine with my family and the place that I'm living, and it's great. We convince ourselves things are fine when really our heart is trying to lead us in a positive direction for ourselves. And it can take a long time to start to walk on that path of the self and the journey of the self. And we don't beat ourselves up about that. It can be difficult to leave the comfort of home and the safety of the nest. But sometimes it does require a lot of giving up, a lot of letting go and cutting off and renunciation. And it, for some people, it can become a very deeply spiritual path where we have no choice but to do those things. At a certain point, life will just directly point you in that which is for your highest good. It's not going to point you in the direction that's going to... Life is not it's not out to get you. If it's neutral, it's neutral. But if it is not neutral, it's positive. Neutral/positive. Life does not have meaning. We always get into this whole debate of the fate and the free will. The choice, do we have choice or not? And while it may seem, I'm not going to go deeply into this right now, but while it may seem, some of you may think that things are random. Everything is random. Everything is meaningless. And that's true. We each make our own meanings out of all the different associations of things, and every person has their own map of meanings. But there is a deeper underlying interconnectedness wherein all of these things are one. And from that place, whatever is manifest is actually coming from within ourselves. So it's interchangeable. This is sounding kind of vague. What I'm trying to say is, when we see things in the world, we may think, oh, well, this is happening because of that, and this person did this, and therefore that's the effect, and it doesn't really work that way. We're actually sort of projecting out onto the world what we think is happening. Most of the time, our reasoning is actually completely fabricated. It's not real. It convinces us of something, and we're happy with that. We're content with that, but it doesn't mean that it's real or that it's true. It's really obvious. It gets really, really obvious. And just try it out. If you don't believe me, or I'm sure if you're watching this, this happens to you all the time. But you can test it too. It's not something that's just random. You can conduct experiments with the universe and say, well, I'm going to go to this place. Okay, and see what it's like. See if there's any signs, or what's the vibe. What's happening. And then maybe go to the other place. And you'll get a very different situation and a different vibe. You can very easily navigate that way if you really need that proof to go to one place, go to the other place, and see what the messages are coming to you. It's not going to be the same messages for everyone. So, which is why, reviews for restaurants, for example, are not that helpful. Yeah, you might be able to eliminate like food poisoning if there's a 1-star restaurant, but everyone's experience is so unique when you go to a place. There's places that I go to that I have a beautiful experience every time, but their reviews are like 3 stars, and a lot of people have a really, really negative experience. There's like 30% of the people have this very specific negative experience, and that's not because of the place. That's because of the interaction between those specific types of people and that place. So it's just not one size fits all. People like to try to understand the world in that way and figure out what's safe based on what my friends think it's good, or my family thinks it's good, or my country thinks it's good, and I'll do that. Don't buy products from here or there. But actually, you just have to listen to your own instinct, your gut, your inner compass for your body and for your mind, because your journey is very, very unique. You're not like anybody else. So trust yourself is my main point. And everything will be fine. That's what I tell myself anyway. It works. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.